And welcome to another edition of Three Men and a Vape Show. Thank you very much for joining us on this wonderful Wednesday evening. We have the wonderful Salford Vape. How are you, brother?
Not so bad, mate. Not so bad.
Oh, good. That's what I always like to hear. We have, obviously, you can see we have not got the flat cap vapor with us. He's very busy. He's moving houses. So I brought in the ringer, the wonderful, my brother. That's it. That's it, bro.
Yeah,
The wonderful Mark Solely Only. How are you, brother?
All right, buddy. Flat cap.
Flat cap, yeah, you can be flat cap
No
for
one
the
can tell
evening
any
now.
different. No one can tell any different. We're all right. Carry on.
Start calling him Gaz. The only trouble is we'll have to shrink him. We'll have to grow him a little bit. That's it. Go up like that. He'll be all right. I thought you were going to keep that on all night then.
If you want me to keep it on all night,
Yeah, we can start calling you Fred Dibner. Aye. And we've got a wonderful special guest, the wonderful Lawrence from City. How are you doing, brother?
Yeah, good man. Thanks for inviting me on.
Mate, I'll tell you what, I told you just before we came on. Gentlemen, I've changed my intro music about a few months back. And obviously people use the same music, what they are. And somebody came in to chat, or I think they put it in a comment on one of my reviews, and they said to me, you're using the same intro music as City UK. And I went, I've not watched him. So I went over to his channel, and I watched his channel, and I found out that he's got a shop. He's not just a reviewer. So I watched it. I thought I quite like that bloke. So I messaged him, and we've got him on.
Yeah.
And thanks so much for coming on, mate. I do appreciate
More
it.
than welcome, man. More than welcome.
I was about to say we will be getting into you later on, but we will start talking about you a little bit later on. Thank you very much to everybody who is in chat. Thank you so much to everybody who has joined us this evening. Just before we get on with the show, I just want to clear up a little thing about what was that?
It was me coughing again.
I thought somebody stood on a cat. Just to clear up a little bit about last week's giveaway, I have come up with some rules, so the rules will be put just before the giveaway so you can all see them. Last week's winner was Black Country Vapor. So if you can get in touch with me, Black Country Vapor, I will put my email address on there so you can let us know, and then we'll get the juice sent out to you. But Rowan did win, so his actual winnings are here, so I've got them, and I will be sending them out to him as well. That gets rid of all that good stuff then, doesn't it?
Yep, that's it. Show over.
That's it. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for joining us. Right then, let's get on to our special guest, Lawrence. So I thought we'll start off. Obviously, you are owner of not just one vape shop, but you've actually got 4 vape shops.
Well, I'm one of 3 partners. So I've got myself, and I've got my wife, Christina, and I've got my other business partner, which is Ash. So between the 3 of us, we own 4 shops.
How did that all start coming about? How did you get...
Well, my wife worked at a dentist. I'd been bodyguarding all over the world for 32 years.
Bodyguarding?
Yeah. Decided that I wanted to, I'd had enough. Too old to do all that getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning with kids, with the youngsters, pop stars, and everything. It's too many hours. So I wanted to retire. My wife had enough of working at the dentist. So I just said, would you fancy a change? And we were heavy into vaping, and we started making our own about a year before, doing this sort of stuff, like Swarovski crystals. And these were the type of vapes that were out there, and these were the sort of kits, right? So we were doing stuff like that. And I said to her, why don't we just open up our own vape shop? Then she was at the dentist. She spoke to her boss, and he said his cousin worked at a chain of vape shops, and he was looking at getting in on something. And we literally met for a coffee, decided we were going to do it. I sold up, he sold up, and we just moved straight to Torquay and started in Torquay because we wanted to be by the beach.
Wicked. So I didn't know about this. Obviously, we've only just met. So you were a bodyguard?
Yeah.
How long did you do that for?
I did it for 32 years. And going back about 10, 12 years ago, it would have been me saying to you who I more than likely I could have given you names of who I wasn't looking after rather than I was, because we were looking after everyone.
Jesus.
Everyone. All over
do
the
you
world.
want to drop a couple of names? Or?
Well, I mean, we've done the WWE wrestlers, all like the Hulk Hogan's back in the day, all those sort of, all looked after them.
I think he's still going.
Yeah, probably with his problems. Yeah, so then there was all the rock stars, pop stars, people like Liberty X and all those sort of types. Liberty X I had for 5 years on and off. And then there was Steps and all those other bands as well, you know. And then there was rock stars and the film stars, you know, people like Samuel Jackson, people like that.
Who's a vapor as well, isn't he?
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Yeah.
Mark, did he actually get his mod made into his lightsaber made into a mod?
I don't know. I ain't got a clue. It'd be cool if he did.
Let us know in chat if you know if that's right. I swear I saw it on.
I saw a picture of that as well.
Yeah, made it into a mod.
Mm.
So you started blinging up vapes, and then obviously you got onto your first store. And how long have you had the shops?
So we've only had our first one was just about 3 years, literally just under 3 years ago. Was our first one in Torquay. Then 6 months after that, we opened one up in Paignton, which is like 15, 20 minutes down the road, still on the beach. And then about a year after that, we opened one up in Newton Abbot. And then about 6 months after that, we opened one up in Falmouth.
Oh, wicked. It should be coming up in chat, your actual website. I think if I put that in, that should work. It might not. See, you know what Nightbot's like, don't you, Salford? It works when it wants to work, and it doesn't when it...
Tell me about it.
It's a nightmare, especially when you're doing giveaways and stuff like that. It can be a nightmare.
16 giveaways, it didn't work.
Yeah, it worked. That's what happened. So, obviously, I've been watching on obviously your reviews and also on the website. You're moving shop.
Yeah. So what we're doing is that I only had a 3-year lease on my first shop that we got in Torquay. And that lease ends on the 14th of this month. So I managed to find one that was in a better position in the same road. And we're literally just building that one, just finishing the build on that one. Then we're going to swap over shops.
It looks absolutely massive.
It is huge. The counter's about 30-something feet long. Yeah, absolutely huge.
Now, I looked at your other store. Now, at the back, you've got Jack Daniel bottles and you've got all of the little bits and bobs. Now, I've never seen a green Jack Daniel, so I'm surmising, are they full of juice?
Yeah, what it is we've got a range called Skull Labs. So originally, when me and the wife got together, we wanted to make a vape shop, but it designed like a pub. So I was looking for old stock pub bars and stuff like that, and that was going to be the counter, all that sort of stuff. So what we did was it started off with a range of 10 juices from that range, Skull Labs. And you just clean out, make sure they're all properly cleaned, the bottles, and then you fill them up with the e-juice with the same sort of device you use for a shot glass to fill up the juice bottles, and that's what we use them for.
Now, how weird is this, Salford? How many times have we sat on this show and said...
So we need some optics with our juice.
Yeah.
It's really eye-catching and it's different. And the good thing because we've now got a range of 35 juices in that range, if somebody says they want some orange with some menthol with something else, you can literally go like that and mix up. And the good thing is, because they're all different colours, it actually layers in the bottle. Absolutely. Yeah, it looks fantastic. Yeah.
Really awesome. Mark, don't you think that's a great idea?
He's awesome, isn't he?
Well, we've now, for the new shop, we've upgraded it again, right? So now you can get this thing. It looks like a barrel of a pint, you know, like the beer barrels, and it's got a button on it. And it's got a little piece of metal tube sticking out like that. That goes in the bottle. You push the button and it squirts out into the bottle. So you don't even have to do that with it anymore. You just push the button and it squirts into the bottle.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. We've gone all out on this shop. Just new design on absolutely everything.
So can people actually bring their own bottles as well if they wanted to?
Yeah, we do that. So basically you would buy a 120 ml juice bottle for whatever the cost is of the juice. And then you bring that same bottle back and you get a discount for us to refill it.
Oh, that's
That's
cool.
brilliant, because
Recycling.
Yeah, we will say recycling. Brilliant.
Great way.
So nobody ever throws their stuff away because obviously they bring it back, they get discount on refilling it.
That's a cool idea.
Yeah.
I actually can't believe it that we actually we thought
But
about
it's
that.
been our idea.
Yeah, we want some royalties for that. I think we've actually spoke about it before as well on Last at Summer Vapes years ago about what a corking idea.
Yeah.
Because
well,
like I said,
we thought we'd originally come up with it. Obviously, we didn't know you guys.
No, don't say that.
Yeah, we thought it was quite an original idea to go with, and yeah, so it's definitely eye catching at the back of the shop.
Has anybody, Mark? Have you ever heard of anything like that?
Not in a vape shop, no.
and I've never
I
seen
think it's
it.
corking, that. I really do.
Haven't you got your thing for your window screen?
Oh, yeah, I've got that. Yeah, for my windscreen, yeah. Oh, I've got that. I've got my little optic.
What's that called again?
I forgot what it's called now.
It's got to fall on the floor.
Yeah, that's. We were on his way to. Was it Vape? I don't think it was Vape Jam. I think it was the other one, Vape Fest.
Yeah.
And we'd already gone through this M6 toll road that we shouldn't have gone down.
Yeah.
Which were funny as hell. And then he went
The
to
thing
it, he
is,
fell
though,
off.
she wouldn't give me fries and a burger.
Oh, no.
I was pulled up and stopped and said, "Can I have fries and a burger?" She wouldn't even give me a shake.
Well, that's the trouble. He asked for a shake. That's why. She was going to get rid of you. It should come up in a minute. I want Nightbox to make sure it works. I've worked to make it work. It should come up, buddy. So you're also a reviewer. How long have you been reviewing? Is it just over a year?
Oh no, it's about 2 years now.
2 years.
Yeah. I've done just over 200 reviews now. I think something like that.
I've been really enjoying the ones outside because obviously you must have been on a little bit of lockdown. You've been doing them with your wife, which is Christina. Or Chris, is it for short?
Chrissy.
Chrissy, that's it. Both of you do a fantastic review. I watched the one where you did the sub-ohm tanks. You had the Falcon King 2 and you went through that. Both of you work really well on camera together. Yeah. Is it something you might do a little bit more of? Or?
Oh, it's talking her into it. She's so camera shy, you know. So sometimes when I'm doing the review, you might see the sliding doors slightly open and close sometimes. just with the curtains drawn, just to let the cats in or out. She'll do that. But it takes me all day to talk her into doing one with me. She don't like it that much. But you've got to do it a lot more to get used to it. Yeah,
and I think, I don't know about you, Marco Salford, I think I like that little bit where Matty does it as well, from a little bit of Vapey, nice guy. He does it as well. He brings his partner in, Debbie, and I just love that bit when it's a bit of interaction. What do you think, Mark?
I think it's ace. I mean, I watch what's JA's with his counterpart, and it's it just brings a whole new element to it.
Yeah.
Obviously, Matt.
Also, I mean, especially so like if you're doing like juices as well, and you're doing it together, you've got that comparison.
It's nice to see if they're agreeing with you. You're trying to tell people that it is subjective. I could love this juice and say it's fantastic. You can get it and think it tastes disgusting, but it's nice to have somebody else to bounce off on it.
Also, they're giving their input as well, so it's like you just feed off each other, and it's brilliant.
Normally, going back before the lockdown, I would always do my reviews with one of our staff called Helen, always doing the reviews of her. So what I would do is if it was a mod that just come in, I'd say to her, you do all the read up on it. And then when we're doing the review, she gives all the technical stuff and then I take it off and give it a try. So since the lockdown, I've had to been doing all of that. So it's different for me now doing it. I'm probably enjoying it just as much. It's just that it's a lot more you've got to go into on it if you've not got somebody else to bounce off.
You see, if you do it exactly the same, don't you, Salford? You do it with the Bobster.
With a Bobster, yeah.
And they normally turn out really comical as well.
Yeah. They like
did it once a couple of times with your last, didn't you, Aiden?
Yeah, we did like an unboxing thing. It came from America. I was like connected to a set of other people who did these pop in a box things. I wasn't really into it, but we used to still talk and stuff like that. And they sent this big box of stuff, and me and Louise had a bottle of wine, and we opened it up, and it was brilliant. And a lot of people said how nice it was when you've got your partner on there as well.
Yeah.
So
I think it just brings a totally different feel to it. Instead of sort of like just seeing one person just doing the review, you've got that chemistry, that camaraderie going off as well, and it just brings it a bit more real, I think.
Can I
that human thing.
Can I just say Bobster's not my partner?
We have often thought on a Friday night when you do the show.
I get worried about him as it is. Don't be saying that.
Well, the trouble is he'll be dropping you off in his truck.
Yeah.
And that's his bedroom.
Never get there.
It does, like you say, it does bring that little bit more of a personality to it.
Yeah. I find the reviews end up going too quick if I'm on my own. And I like to go into stuff properly. And I find that if I'm on my own on reviewing, it seems to take a certain type of speed because you're not bouncing on. You haven't got the time to chat about something. I like to take time. That's why I prefer doing it with somebody else rather than me on my own.
Well, you don't just obviously. Oh, again, this is going to sound terrible. You don't just do it with your wife. You do it with Gizmo as well, don't you?
That's right, young Gizmo. Yeah, see, now Gizmo's now moved to Falmouth for our Falmouth shop. So what I've done is I've bought a green screen. So what we're going to try and do is work out how we're going to do it so it's a split screen and we're both. It's going to look like we're both in the same shop, but one will be from Falmouth, one the other. But I've just got to work around all the technology on it. I love stuff like that, and then we'll both be doing reviews again.
You need to speak to Flat Cap then.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, he knows all about that stuff.
Yeah, Flat Cap Vape is amazing at that.
Perfect.
Either that or just get OBS and just do 2 split screens. It might be just as simple to do that. But yeah, the Flat Caps are very, very good at that.
Yeah.
But you don't just do that when you're in your reviews. You actually get customers in as well, don't you?
That's right. Well, when we're in the shop, if I'm reviewing something and there's customers in there, I always pull them over and say, "Yeah, what do you think?" And we did that once with, I think it was, we were testing a couple of tanks, and we were saying which one's the best one. And every time I think it was the TFV 16, I think, I was handing it as people were coming in, go, right, give that a try, now give it a try, and here's the other one, see what you think. And all of them had said that tank was the best tank. And that was a great way of doing it because it proved the point. It can't be just my point of view if you're getting 10 out of 10 people say that's the better flavour.
Well, yeah, because you're getting the... It's all right us being reviewers and you're trying different stuff. Sometimes you do get a little bit lost.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're trying to put a tank that's a price of maybe a Ford Fiesta to something that you've tried what's a Ferrari.
Yeah.
It's you've got to review to what the actual price range and what it's aimed at.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean...
Oh yeah, I agree. Totally.
Did I start talking to you once you start sucking?
Yeah, you did, yeah.
You don't like it when you do that, do you?
What? Talking when I'm sucking?
Talking when you just start sucking.
I think it's rude.
Yeah, with your mouth full. Just saying that as well, your mates in as well, BFG, the wonderful BFG, nice to see you, brother, hope you're okay. The chat's going absolutely mad. Thank you very much again for everybody joining us. It's been absolutely fantastic. We have got a little bit of Paul McCartney's Vape Don't Smoke interrogation sort of style. I should have done a bumper. Mark, we're going to ask you a few questions, Lawrence, if that's okay. We're going to start off with my brother. You ask your first question.
Okay, I've got my questions because I got them on a bit of paper straight in front of me here. So I've been told I've got to ask you these questions. These are not from me. These are from him. Right. Question number 1. Best worst thing about working in a vape shop?
Are you going to continuously do that actual voice?
Yes, I am.
Best and worst thing?
Yeah.
Best and worst thing, working in a vape shop.
Well, the best thing is if you enjoy what you're doing and you enjoy, and I live everything to do with vaping. So being in the shop and being able to sit down and vape while I'm working, you know what I mean? You can't do anything better than that. Bad side of it, there ain't one. A bad day, that'll probably be the bad side. If it's a really quiet day and you're not turned over much in the shop, that's probably the bad day. That's it.
See, obviously, you two have got quite a lot in common with this question because obviously, Mark, your day in, day out exactly the same. So, really, I'm going to ask you that question as well. What is the best thing about working and what's the worst thing? I love
it. I absolutely love working in a vape shop. I think the only thing that I don't like, and you'll know this one, can I have a call for that? It's like, what? So, they've just shoved a tank in front of your face and thinking you know what it is. That's the only thing that I don't like.
Yeah, and there's nothing written on the tank.
Nothing on the tank at all. Yeah. And they show it that quick. There you go.
And you're supposed to know what it is. Yeah.
That is the only thing.
Yeah. But then I take the opportunity to try and sell them a new tank.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm going to call so I need to buy a new one.
Yeah.
I love it. It's... Because obviously I come from the reviewing side, then gone into being in a shop. It's sort of like an extension of me reviewing, except you're actually getting the feedback because the person's there in front of you. And I love that. It's you know that you're helping someone.
That's why, see, when we do our reviews, since before the lockdown, we would do the review in open hours. So if somebody came in and there was an opportunity to grab somebody and get their point of view, that's what we would do. And then you're involved in them and they absolutely love it. I'm just trying to do something different.
cheese off Nightbot hasn't worked. We need to.
Would you like me to ask the next question?
No. We'll swap it around. If any of me actual spanners out there could just do me a massive favour and just get Lawrence's channel up, please. Just stick it in there as well. You're a bunch of stars. Hey, it's now Dave, the Salford Vapor. Your question.
Is it right? If money was no option, obviously there should be no object to that. What tank mod juice would you have? I think you answered this before we come on screen, didn't you, really?
Which juice would I go for?
Yeah, which juice? Tank and mod.
Ah, right. So I was normally I am a mech man. So I was on my HDNE mech mod, and I would use my Titan with that, with three coils in that, which is a big device, and it weighs about 2.5 pounds. So it's quite a bit of weight to it. But I've come off of that, and I wanted to see what's all this thing about squonking. I wanted to see what that was all about. So I went and got myself the Aegis Auto, the SX Auto. And I've been trying, with my reviews, I've just been going through loads and loads of different types of tanks, trying to see which ones work best with cake flavours, like custards. And I've only found one at the moment, which is the Asmodus C4 so far, is the closest one I've got to a good flavour. But yeah, it's dumbfounding me a bit why you see people on squonks all the time. And I'm just wondering if they're all just on fruit flavours rather than cakey ones, because it's really hard to find a cakey flavour come through well on a tank when you're squonking.
Like I said, I don't know about anybody else. I don't really do cakey flavours very much.
Actually, no, I don't.
I've never really tried cakey flavours in it. What about you, bro?
Like me cakey flavours. Well, should have said me like me donuts, because I'm on that Muchado at the present moment, and that's gorgeous. That's a lemon donut. I love that. Make that all day long. Same like we.
The custards and the cakey flavours than I do with the fruit flavours. Much do for it.
But I've never been a big fan of squonking anyway. Why carry 2 bottles?
Well, before I tried it myself, we always sold them in the shops. But I could see the point of squonking rather than dripping, because that always, why every 5 puffs you've got to keep filling the thing up. Doesn't seem very practical. So squonking makes a bit more sense. But I just wanted to see what it was all about, because we get so many customers coming and doing it. And the only way I can really discuss it with somebody is if I live it for a little while and see how I get on with it.
I'm saying that I'm not into squonking, but I wouldn't mind getting the SQ squonker. You know, the top side SQ.
All right, yeah, we do those. They seem to go quite well. I mean, I'm on this one. They're expensive, these SX Autos, right? So I've seen them up to £400, depending on where you look on them. But
see, the worry that I would have with that is if the mechanics went wrong.
Well, you only get a 6-month warranty.
That's what I mean.
Costing you that amount of money, so 6-month warranty is crazy. But it's touchscreen, right? And you swipe it up to change anything. The problem is when it's in your hand and your finger's near the button and you're holding it, if your hand's only got to move slightly a bit, and it activates it and turns it on. So it's got flaws, but I still love using it. It's really weird. Yeah, I prefer that rather than doing that. I just push a button and it's got a motor doing it all for me.
Yeah, I think I'd still rather go for the SQ. Less things to go wrong.
A lot less things to go wrong. Yeah, totally.
I have just stuck in chat, but I don't know whether Nightbot's working it properly. I've not caught it. I put the link to his actual online store, so please go and check that out as well. Right, it's down to mine. Where's my name? There it is. What do you like/hate about being a reviewer?
What do I like about it? I get stuff. I buy it. I never get sent anything. I like looking for something that's new, getting it in and trying it before everybody else. And then I decide whether or not we're going to sell that in our shops. So I like that part about it rather than just buying stuff for the sake of buying it. You know, like Smok, they come out of a new device every week. Doesn't necessarily mean you should get them all in your shop.
No.
So I like that part of it. What was the other part of the question?
What do you hate?
Hate about the reviewing? When it's really technical stuff and keeping that in your head while you're trying to explain it to the camera is really difficult. And I've done that writing down bit where you leave yourself notes, but then I hate that bit where your eyes go over because you're obviously reading it. It's retaining all that information while you're trying to give a technical piece of information at that part.
All three of us are obviously reviewers, and all four of us, should I say, reviewers. And you'll know yourself, Dave, won't you?
Well, I do it the easy way because I do my technical stuff down on the table cam, so I can read it off in front of me.
Right.
You can see what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I have just put a link in there as well to Lawrence's YouTube channel. It is eSig City UK. So if you want to give that a click, go and please give him a sub. Thank you so much, Gailey Bops, as well. You're an absolute darling. Right then, Mark, back to your question.
Okay, my next question will be, what is the best or worst product you have ever reviewed or had in your shop?
Oh. That's a difficult one. We've had it when we get them in and we don't like them. We try and set out them as fast as possible and never get the thing in. And believe it or not, one of them was the POC X.
Going to say you're not supposed to say that. Everything that you sell is brilliant.
No. Well, we got them in, same as everybody else, and we always set one up for people to try, and it always has a new drip tip on it every time somebody comes in and tries it. So it's got a nice fresh drip tip on there. And I noticed there was a power drain on it, and you were never getting the proper power out of the device. And we literally stopped. We had them in for 1 week and stopped selling them, sold them off really cheap, and never got them back in again. But there was also, when the pods started coming out, the pod systems, everyone was raving about the Caliburn. I just couldn't see what everybody was blowing their trumpet about on the Caliburn. So that one I didn't like. That one we had in for 5 minutes. And the other one was the watches. Did you ever try them?
The amulet, were it?
The amulet.
Yeah, the amulet, that's it, yeah. And them you can now pick up for pennies.
Yeah, you can pick them up now for, you can pick them about £5, can't you?
Yeah, that's what I've seen them for, £5 or £5.50, yeah.
I think that was on our last week's bargain, wasn't it? A revisit of it.
And they were like £50, £55, something like that to buy. That goes come out.
They were expensive.
When I never actually reviewed it. Mark reviewed it, but when I did try it, it wasn't actually that bad.
They're not that bad.
No, for a pod.
It's not that bad. You get enough of a puff out of it. If you put a good strong salt lick in there, you're going to get a good puff off of that. It's just that they seem too gimmicky. That's where they let themselves down. It came over as more of a gimmick, as a quick sell, rather than something that's going to have any longevity to it.
Plus, they were big and bulky.
Yeah, if they look, you look at what mods were like going back 12 years ago, right? With the Cigarlights and stuff like that. And so things naturally change and move on anyway. If they went back to the table, redesigned these things, they could actually have a good product there. They needed a different color range for men and women. You know, you can't expect a woman to walk around with a great big bulky thing on her wrist. You know, it's just not practical.
Did you ever see the lollipop version of it, though?
I saw the lipstick version.
Yeah.
See that?
Oh, yeah, the lipstick. I've seen the lipstick.
Oh, my Lord. The lipstick one is the most porous vape I've ever puffed off of anything. Nothing came out of the thing. And the people that are trying to sell them to you blow the trumpet out of the thing. And I'll always say, send me a sample if I like it. And then I'll review it straight away as I get it. And if it's a Polacac, it's a Polacac. And I'll actually say we're not getting it in.
Did you have you ever got something and you've thought that's absolutely crap? Well, then like a couple of days later you carried on using it. You thought, it's not actually that bad.
There was one, and it was because I kept picking it up and trying it, but for the life of me I can't remember what it was. It was a pod system, but I can't remember which one it was. It might have been not the Novo. I don't know. It looks like the Novo, but for life,
Nod.
Possibly.
Big love, Pad G.
I'm just not that impressed with the wheels.
Nod.
Yeah. And now they've come out obviously with the newer version with the wattage down. That's not bad. Not fantastic, but it's not bad. They've just got to develop a new. It's the worst thing you can say to Smock. They need better coils. That's where they keep letting themselves down. They need better coils, Smock.
To be fair, the Nord coils haven't been bad. Not like some of
the ones that aren't that bad. Is the PMP range I'm not all that impressed with. the PMP range. Not that impressive. There's only like 2 coils, out of their like 8. There's only that 2 that I think are vape. You can properly vape on them. The others just burn off really fast. You end up seeing it go through them really quick.
I think the best thing that Smok can do is make one good coil instead of thousands of blooming crap ones.
Yeah.
As a vape shop, we've got one whole big shelf, which is just Smok coils because we've got that many out there. It's crazy. The whole shelf just for Smok.
That is the biggest problem with a lot of sort of like companies. And I understand the total. I totally get it that you've got to have your own brand because that's where they make the money. They make the money on the coils more than the actual the mods. But there's too many. There's too many variants.
Totally too many. By far. They have actually got a couple which are quite good, but then when you've got those TFV, the TFE 12s, and then you've got the ones that are 12s and 16s.
Yeah, what's up?
Insane. You've got to vape the thing at 150 watts to get it going, and if you've got only a 4 mil tank or a 6 mil tank, you're going through that juice in about 30 puffs. So you just go for your juice really, really fast.
I think that vape vavooms. Vape vavooms.
Vape vavoom?
Vape vavooms. You can imagine Robin Williams saying that, can't you? Hey, man, I'm going to vape vavooms. He's come up with a good idea there because obviously if they make shitty coils, and you've got to think, again, Salford, he reviews a lot of the high street stuff as well. If they make shitty coils, it's something that people are going to... Everybody's got Smok in the stores. They're going to keep coming back every week for a coil, aren't they?
Yeah.
Talking about cheap supermarket, I was shocked, absolutely shocked. Iceland are now selling 88 vapes.
They've been selling them for over a year.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I was shocked.
Why?
Because it's Iceland. It's a food shop.
Can you guys explain to me how? Have any of you ever made your own juice?
Yeah. I'm on my own juice now.
Right. So a 10 ml bottle of juice, it costs you for the label, the bottle, the ingredients, the boxing of it, right? Mm-hmm. And they're selling it for £1. What can they be buying it for to make a profit?
Well, I probably could answer that because I only live about 3 miles from them and I review for them.
Right.
I'm not going to say it on here. And also that they actually bottle other juices, big brand names as well, under under the secrecy part. Not allowed to tell anybody.
Yeah.
There's not what
people
think. So what is the answer to the question? How do they do it? So obviously they're making a ginormous vat of it.
I said I can't say it on here.
And it's got to be the cheapest of ingredients. It has to be. I physically can't see how you can do it and make money out of it.
It's actually not, but you're actually talking a multi-million-pound company. HH Vape is the smallest part of their company.
Right.
So there's pound lead liquids, isn't there, as well? They do everything for £1. They've been doing it for years. But that is a, whatchamacallit, pharmaceutical company.
Yeah. At Stockport. Yeah. Yeah.
Some of the 88 vape juices are absolute garbage, but some of them are quite nice.
Really
and
nice.
all right. But
you're always going to hit pot luck, aren't you, with the odd one?
Yeah.
You pot luck all the time.
And that's a review right there.
There is certain ones that are unbelievable, like the apple crumble. If you get hold of a bottle of apple crumble, try it. See,
I will.
Sweet,
I will. If my throat will survive on it.
I got the shits in the morning.
Yeah.
If you think about it, though, if somebody is vaping on a budget,
I
think it's great.
Yeah, but think of it another way.
That is, I'll tell you the ethos behind why they did it, right, and why they're so cheap. They looked at it because one was a vapor, right, out of the company, right, and they looked at it and they thought there's a way of making or having devices that are cheaper than other people and juice that's cheaper for people coming off the cigarettes. And that's the whole ethos behind the whole of the company.
Is the idea then that they start on that and then work them? If they find that they can get on with it, they'll swap onto a better device.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then that's understandable.
Stephen Bugg says, I had one 88 liquid and it tasted fishy. That's not good, is it? Tony says 88 vape apple crumble is absolutely lovely.
There's
Right then, that does
you
that
got
one
to
then.
remember it's a budget line aimed at beginners, aimed at somebody making the switch.
Yeah.
So it's hit and miss on,
I think, to be honest with you, I think it's great that you've got companies like that. I really do, because let's face it, there's not everybody that can afford a £15 bottle of e-juice. Yeah. All they can afford is that quid.
Also,
if that's what they can afford, then at least there are places that they can go and get it.
Also, with it, they wanted to make it readily available on the high street, so you didn't have to go looking everywhere.
I was just shocked it were in Iceland. You can actually buy it online on Iceland.
Oh yeah, you can now, yeah.
Yeah, I was shocked.
I think they actually sell a vape pen as well, don't they, for about £7?
Yeah, they do a few devices. Some of them are the older devices, the Ego type battery. They do 50-watt device that you can change 30, 40, 50 watts. They've had for years, just redesigned it and come out with it, the second version of it. They also sell Nicola devices because they have the license for it. So like the anti-Aries and what have you.
Lawrence, does this have an effect on your sort of business? Obviously, with these putting them into just normal B&Ms and stuff like that.
The problem is when they're selling them in places like Poundland and whatever, if you're new and you want to swap over, you can't ask technical questions as somebody working in a shop in Poundland. They haven't got the answers for you. That's the downside.
Yeah.
When somebody comes in, we really enjoy people that are having a cigarette outside, throw it away and come in and say, I want to swap onto vaping. We love people like that. Yeah. And we'll go, this whole counter is all starter kits. What catches your eye? And we'll go that sort of way first. And then we'll pull out 4 or 5 and they can have a try of them and see which one feels the best to them. So there's a process. If you just go into somewhere and you're buying it off, like if you've got nothing left and you go to a petrol station, you grab something off the shelf, you're getting something really, really basic. But I remember how hard it was for me transitioning from cigarettes onto vaping when there was only cigarettes out there.
Yeah.
You compare.
And when me and our agents first started vaping, there were no vape shops.
No. Matt was like me. I had to travel 10 miles just to go and get a juice or a device. I think Mark still has to travel 10 miles.
And I don't think it's fair either. If you've got a great big multi-million-pound shop and you're holding little stuff like that only small vendors, small shops are doing, you're taking business out of somebody else's business, which isn't fair. And they're selling something that, as I was saying, you've got nobody there to advise anybody. And when somebody's first packing up, they've always got 1,000,001 questions.
Yeah, but right, you've been vaping a long time. When you bought your first device, did somebody give you that information?
No, because there
wasn't anybody about then.
It didn't exist. I mean, it was a corner
egos in corner shops.
Yeah.
So the argument goes both ways. You can have.
I get it. I do get it. But from somebody that's running businesses, when you see somebody buying something and they think that if they turn around and say to you, "I've tried it once, I didn't like it."
Yeah,
it can literally be down to what they've tried.
Yeah, we all agree it's better to go into the shop and be tailor-fitted. But for convenience and somebody who makes
that part I can't knock.
And for somebody who just makes that split decision, I'm going to try vaping. And they're never going to think of going to a vape shop, are they?
And it can be intimidating.
It can be very intimidating.
For the first time, can be very intimidating with that person behind the counter. And and I remember what it was like for me when I first went into a vape shop. And I'm not a small guy. There was a couple of small guys behind the counter, but I was still feeling. I didn't want to feel stupid when I asked questions. And and I remember stuff like that. That's why we try and be light and really easygoing with customers, because we remember that horrible feeling when you first walk in.
As we said, there's no stupid questions, is there? But we feel stupid at the time. That's the question.
Yeah.
I also, just going back to what you were saying there, Dave, obviously in the day when people were getting the cartomizers and the little tiny pens, the success rate of somebody then coming off of cigarettes because they didn't have that information and they didn't have somebody maybe giving them what they actually wanted was quite low, because the amount of people I spoke to over the years of vaping, I've tried that vaping, it's no good for me. And like we'd normally say to them is you've not had the right device, you've not probably got the right e-liquid, you've probably not got right milligram.
You've got better devices now. But is that necessarily true? You've got 4 of us here that started very early on in vaping, and we're still vaping.
I did do quite a bit of dual
because
using.
We like the habit. That's it. And what's the alternative? If I wasn't using that, I guarantee you I'd have a fag in my hand, because I'd go straight back to smoking again.
I would.
Yeah, I would.
No, I would.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, but you see, are you all the same? Is it just one that's saying he wouldn't go back?
Just me saying
that's you. See, so that's a quarter, right? So out of four of us, one of us wouldn't go back. The other 3 are saying, yeah, we would. So that's a high percentage.
Yeah, it's a little bit like
saying to people, it's 7,000 less chemicals than a cigarette.
Yeah. It's like a lot of people saying that their taste is subjective. It is. We will be doing your giveaway for the Own Boy in roughly around about 10-15 minutes. I tell you what we're going to do now is we're actually going to go to the deals. We're going to stick the bumper up.
Right,
it's a goddamn deal, Salford.
Second question.
Oh shit! I forgot about your second question. Sorry, mate. I didn't do my second question either. Go for your second question before we do the deals.
Right. Well, it was pretty apt actually, because it is. What setup would you recommend for a beginner?
You know what? The best one I've found so far, if you've never vaped before and you want to start vaping and give it a try, V-Stick Pro by Qins. None of you might not have even come across it.
I've never come across it, mate.
I don't think I've got one here. So basically, it's the same length of a cigarette, but slightly thicker. And what it does, it comes with a filter on the end that looks and feels like a cigarette. You push that in the end. There's no buttons, so it's puff operated. Right. You can refill it, and after 12 puffs, it buzzes at you to let you know that's the equivalent of 1 cigarette. And they're only like 20 quid, and we sell them for £20, and you get a juice with it for free. So you get the whole thing. But it feels like when you puff on that, it feels like you are puffing on a cigarette.
Right.
It's called the
I've got to find that device.
They're absolutely phenomenal.
I've got to find that.
Thank you very much, Gareth. It's a little bit like those cigar lights. That's what I first started. They were just cartridges with high, medium, and low. That's all.
This is a refillable thing. They're absolutely, by far, I would say, for starter kits, it's between them and the EZ Watt. It's one or the other. Always seems to be the other it goes from. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have that one up. I'm gonna look it up. I've never heard.
I must do my last question now. Sorry about that, Dave. I forgot about questions. We sort of like got into a run of things then about juices. I'm sorry about that. My final question is, who is your favourite UK reviewer and your favourite US reviewer?
I like Jay Hayes. Very animated. I actually enjoy that, but I can't enjoy that when it's an English guy trying to do that. So he's very unique on that, so I quite enjoy him. And UK reviewer, his name slipped my mind. Vaping with Vic. Jeez, he just vaping with Vic. I do like Vic.
I do a Thursday show with him. I will let him know. He will be quite happy.
That's me and Matt disappointed.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Right. Thanks a lot. See ya.
Bye.
Heat not burn. No, definitely no, not heat not burn me. I'm not a heat not burn man.
No.
Right then, Dave, am I allowed to go to the deals now?
We are, yeah.
Right, I'll play the bumper again. I just like
it's
putting
a goddamn deal, Salford.
There we go.
Right, thank you very much.
We will be doing the giveaway straight away after this, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, so here we go. Let's get this screen up and find out what we've got. Get the right screen would be a good idea. There we go. Can you see that all right?
We can think you're in.
Well, unfortunately, guys, as I said last week, there wasn't a lot about. It was even worse this week. I spent 5 hours and got nowhere. So some of these are still a revisit from what we've had done before. So we've got the Galatech RDA by Asmodeus going for £9. I found this a bit strange. But Mark, didn't you have this for review?
No, I've never reviewed it. I have tried one, but I've not reviewed it. No.
Yeah, I remember seeing you with one at one point. Yeah, I never touched it. I never liked the look of it.
No, it's a bit of a weird one, isn't it?
What I didn't understand about it was that central chamber. Is that cooling around it, or what? Do you reckon?
It's supposed to be, yeah.
Right. Yeah. It's but for £9, I suppose it's worth a little punt in it.
Worth a bash.
Have you tried it, Lawrence?
No, I haven't. But for that price, you can't go wrong just to give it a try, can you?
Yeah.
No, well, it depends on what colours I've got it in. I haven't checked the colours on this. I bet they've only got it in gold.
Is that a single coil or dual?
Dual.
He's got a picture of the deck, hasn't he?
There we go.
Okay.
Whoever's a better picture of the deck. There we go. It's the best I can see of it.
You drop your coils in like that.
I like the way it looks like the air feed is that goes under the coils like that from the side. It don't look too bad. It'd be interesting to see what the vape would like on it. I might get one in just to try it.
It's a strange looking thing, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Look at it like that.
It's not the prettiest looking thing, is it?
No, well, it's sold out in that. Well, let's have a look. Oh, well, got the rainbow. Not got the silver, not got the black, but they've got the gold. But obviously got the crap colours left. No one wants.
Well, that's what the bargain bins are about.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to the next thing. Let's see what we've got. And it's a pod system, of course. It's a VP Drag Nano. I think we had this on one at first, didn't we? It's coming for $9.50.
That's still not bad for $9.50.
I'm going to be honest. I didn't like the look of it when it come out, so it's not one of them I really went for. 750 bar. Don't know anybody who actually got it.
All my staff had them.
Did they? And was
All
any
of them
good?
wore them on a chain around their necks, and they are better than the Caliban.
Are they?
Yes, at least you get a little bit more flavour and puff out of that than you do the Caliban.
Yeah, Lethal Coils had one.
Lethal.
Chris, yeah.
Right.
I thought it shrunk in wash.
They are really tiny, aren't they? They're about the size of a lighter. They're like really, really small.
For $9.50, worth it?
For £9.50, definitely.
Yeah.
It's one of them you stick in the car, or if you're on your vape break or something like that.
And it feels like class in your hands. It feels like high quality in your hands.
And you know what, guys? I was determined to try and not get any pod systems this week, but there's just nothing else out there. So we'll move on to the next one. And we've got to the Vlit Bowl. What start kit? Never had it, never used it.
Yeah, we reviewed it. It's
We've reviewed it.
You've reviewed it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Is it any good?
No.
Right, guys,
it's hard to get calls for as well.
Right, see, guys, when I go out and I get bargains for you, I get your crap.
No,
It's
well,
not
no,
crap,
no.
crap. It just feels very cheap.
Yeah, it felt like something that you'd push to get your garage door up and down on.
Yeah.
Right, is it a bit of a plastic fantastic?
Yeah, very.
Right, okay.
If you can get that VAPING for £9, you definitely don't want to spend £12 on that.
No.
So we're giving this a massive thumbs down, are we, guys?
Thumbs down on that one, bro.
Right. Guys, scrub this one from your memory.
Well, no, the thing is, you're there. Obviously, you're picking the stuff. It's there to talk about. You've got to look at it. But £12.
By the way, these are from Grey Haze. I haven't even told anybody where they're from. It's good that it's written in front of me.
Well, it's on the street.
The next one is another one I'd never even saw when it was
Well,
out.
I mean, the Ops one, we got that when we went to London, Aiden.
Yeah, we reviewed that for. Was it Eco Vape?
No, it was for. We reviewed it for whatchamacallit?
DTL.
Vape Finder.
Yeah, well, he moved from Vape Finder to set his own up DTL. It was Eco Vape who actually sent it.
Yeah.
Was it a bit like that other thing I had where the pod slid out at one side and come up in your
That's
film?
right, yeah.
Right.
It reminded me of, can you remember your old Matchbox cars?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was that kind of metal.
Oh, right. So it was like a casted...
Yeah, it was. It actually wasn't that bad a flavour, to be honest with you.
No, wasn't bad.
Right.
So for a £5, it's not bad, is it? For a £5.
A £5, but what I didn't check, guys, and I normally do, I didn't check where we could get the pods anymore for them and out.
I actually called it the Upsy.
I think they've only got it in that white, though. I don't think they've got any other colours left.
It fitted in your hand really nice as well, didn't it?
It was. Let's face it. When that came out, that was probably one of the earliest AIOs, really.
Right. So it was around the period of the dolphin type ones.
Yeah.
Oh, it was well before then, though.
No.
the
I think
penguins.
it was roughly around about that time. You're talking maybe a couple of years back, weren't you?
Right, so like that
2.5 years.
oddball dolphin that me and you did, Aidan, from another company.
Say that again.
Like that oddball dolphin one we did from another company.
Yeah, that other one. Yeah, that were a weird one.
Yeah, wasn't just. Right, guys, so I'm just going to move on. And the next one's my last one, and this is from Evolution Vapor. This one we've shown a couple of times. I still think it's a fantastic little mod. It's the OBS KFB2 kit. Coils are pretty ready available everywhere. I've still got mine, still use it.
They're not bad.
For $7.99, it's not a bad little pen. It's not a bad little pen kit at all. But what have we got it in? We've got it in my favourite one, the jungle one, of course. Then you've got that oddball one, and you've got that horrible one.
That horrible.
To the jungle one, guys. And that's basically it for bargains.
Mate, for $7.99.
Oh, you can't beat it, can you?
Can't go wrong, can you?
And Lawrence, you said it's pretty good as well.
You know what? A lot of the stuff that we've got.
Worth a packet of cigarettes. It's £8.
Yeah.
Nice and cheap. Still get the coils for it. It's not bad.
Yeah. A lot of the stuff that we've actually shown has been sold out rapidly. So we must be doing something right, because we must be putting money in these companies' pockets.
We need to be sending emails.
And that's it, guys. That's the bargains for this week.
Thank you very much, brother. I do appreciate it. I'm going to move this around. Right then, ladies and gentlemen, in chat, please type in. I was just about to stop stream then. Don't press that button, Aidan. That was just ridiculous. Why were I going to press that? Brain's gone a bit sheddy. I was just about to press stop stream. I don't know why. Ladies and gentlemen, put in chat for your own boy giveaway, City. You get 250ml of the short fill full range or your 10ml. I'm now just going to put up the rules of the giveaway. So I'll just put the giveaway banner up. Oh, wait, I have to press that light. There we go. I have to move it up a little bit so you can see it. There we go. That is the rules, ladies and gentlemen. Please take a little look at them. It's not being horrible or anything like that. We just need to make sure that we've got rules and everybody knows exactly what we're doing. So just take a little bit of a look at that, and then we all know what we're doing. That's lovely. So make sure, I've got to turn that off now. Make sure you stick in chat City, get it in, people, and we will do the giveaway. Mate, it's been absolutely fantastic to have you on. Are you thinking about maybe doing any more lives yourself, maybe?
Don't know. I've thought about doing it, but maybe once we've gone back in the shops and I've got people to bounce off of, maybe I'll do something like that live from the shop or something.
Both of these are very experienced casters, and I think they both admit that you are a natural to doing this.
Cheers, guys.
Yeah, honestly, you are. You've come across like you've been doing this for...
Nice to meet like-minded people as well.
Thank you very much. Well, it's my brother maybe and Dave. I'm not really. But yeah, it's. I'm just going to again post into chat, ladies and gentlemen. This is the shop. Please get over there and have a little look. Also, I'm just going to post in there his channel link. Please go over there, ladies and gentlemen. I keep saying ladies and gentlemen like I'm back on stage. Get yourself over to his channel. Go and drop him a sub. You're going to really enjoy his reviews. They are a little bit different. A lot of them are in the shop as well, which I quite like. It does. It has got that Jay Hazy feel to it when it's in the shop. Have we got anything coming up different on the channel or anything like that, Lawrence?
Oh, well, I mean, I've got the old new drags coming in, so I want to review those. What else we got? We've got the old dot mod. We've got a few other bits and pieces. I'm mainly doing tanks at the moment because I'm flavour chasing. Right. So I'm doing getting in as many tanks as I can as possible and just trying them all out. And then I'm just going to say this one, in my view, is the best one. So I've got about 20 here to go through, literally 20 to go through. That's
got to be a little bit of a nice thing as well, isn't it? Owning a shop, all the stuff that's coming in, you get to...
Yeah, I mean, the other side of that as well is if my business partner say, get this in, review it, I'll review it, and then I'll sell it to him and he gets to keep it.
There's no wrong with that.
Yeah, but basically I review them and then I give them away. Yeah, simple as that. So, and there are obviously some of these tanks are like 60, 80 pounds, you know. But once I reviewed it, that's it. clean it all up, and they can have it, send it in the post.
To be honest with you, me, Mark, and Dave do that as well. The amount of kits that we've given out, you know, when you get them in for a review, you're not going to use them again, or you're going to put them on a shelf. The amount of people we've given them to. Yeah.
It's a nice thing to do, though, isn't it? It gives somebody. I mean, I noticed there was one guy up here who was chatting in Texas. He got one of the mods off of that. I think that guy Texas, whatever his name is, Texas Hitch. I think he was the one that I sent that V Pro I was talking about.
Right.
The Qins. I think he was the one that won that, and I sent that to him. I'm pretty sure it was that, or it was that. But somehow I've got that in my head. But yeah, I enjoy that part of it. That people, they send you messages, and then you just pick one and send it to them. It's nice.
Yeah. Last chance to get City in, people. You have to give him a chance to get in because the 30-second delay.
You put a giveaway up and a Bobster appears, eh?
That's it. Last time to put City in, people. I just want to go over to my brother. Bro, you've got 2 amazing shows. Tomorrow is your show. What time is it? Where can they find you?
Where can they find me? I'm in a little hoodie round at the back.
You're not on your combine harvester?
Or my combine harvester. I'll be over there. Hey, you get off my tractor. I'm on 7 p.m. tomorrow on my channel, which is So Long Reviews.
And we've got a wonderful show as well on Sunday, both with BFG.
Yeah, I've got the service on a Thursday, and I've got Tales from the on Sunday. Sundays, we do it at 2 p.m. in the afternoon. We have chill out Sundays. And we talk about retro stuff.
Please get yourself over and go and have a watch. 2 cracking shows. They're 2 lovely people. I think you've got Steve Dilligaff Porter back on there tomorrow.
Yes,
last week's show was brilliant.
Returning special guest of Steve Dilligaff, so we're going to have a giggle again. Hashtag flip-flops.
Flip-flops.
Do we advertise some of Stevie's stuff?
I beg your pardon?
This is Stevie makes Atty stands.
They're gorgeous, aren't they?
They are really good.
Oh, I'm interested.
He also does the piston stands as well, which are really
also
good
does
as
the
well.
piston stands as well.
Yeah, you got
one of those
stand as well.
We'll get you in touch with Stevie. He's really talented.
I'll tell you
Salford.
What, if you just a quick one, if you guys have me on again at any time, I'd love it. And what I'll do is I'll arrange for me to have some mods and whatever else, and you can do what you normally do on a free giveaway, and I'll send them from here.
Thank you so much. That's brilliant.
Right.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
No worries, man.
We're going to do the giveaway just before we get on to Salford. I'm going to press winner now, ladies and gentlemen. Please work properly. Don't sod up like last week. And the winner, come on, Nightbot. And the winner is Vapor Bunny.
Oh, Amanda.
Well done, Vapor Bunny. You win the full range of the Own Boy stuff. Well, the Volume 2 full range. I've actually run out. My package is on its way. So you've won. Well done, Bunny. Big love. And just email and we will sort that out. Before we leave, ladies and gentlemen, we will go back to Lawrence in a second. We've got to do Salford's quote of the week. Let me play his bird.
Salford's quote of the week.
Zip your bread.
What is your quote of the week, brother?
There are no mistakes, only opportunities. How about that one?
I like that one. Say it again, then.
There are no mistakes, only opportunities.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is Salford's quote of the week. Well done, brother. Do you want to say your goodbyes?
Goodbye. Who's saying goodbye, me?
Yeah, you say goodbye.
Right. Okay, guys, before I do say goodbye, I've got a special competition on my Friday show, Friday Night Live. It's a Vaporesso one, so that's going to be up for grabs. But it's a bit different than our normal rules. We will still have our normal giveaway as well. This one you have to actually go and subscribe to Vaporesso. So the PM30 is up for grabs on Friday. Little plug. So guys, as I say every week, without you in chat, we don't have a show. Massive thank you to our spanners out there looking after us. Massive thanks to Mark for coming on and taking the place of flat cap. I'm wearing a flat cap, of course, which was absolutely super. And Lawrence, you've been an absolute star, mate. You're a lovely guy. And, we will definitely have you back on again. Great, and, of course, yo, little bro who keeps the show going together. Guys, have a good time over the week and the weekend.
Do make sure you check out the show on Friday. It is a really good giggle with the Bobster and Lee, and also with Dean as well. Absolutely fantastic. I love that show. Sorry, Sean. Sean, sorry, not Dean. Sean, sorry about that, bro. Absolute fantastic show. They're on at 8 o'clock. Is it 8 o'clock still?
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock. You did move up an hour, didn't you? 9 o'clock. Go and check them out on a Friday. I'm going to pass you over to my wonderful big brother, the one and only Soliomi.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for having me on. It's been nice for being a stand-in. Awesome. So don't forget to check out my show on tomorrow at 7 p.m, the home service. We'll be doing a giveaway as well. So it's giveaway everywhere. So thank you.
Lawrence, I just want to say thank you so much for coming on, mate. You've been an absolute star. And like I said, I feel that you're very natural at this. You've come across very, very well. I have put all your links in chat, so please check out his online store. And if you're around about the Torquay area, and where else are the shops?
Paignton, Newton Abbot and Falmouth.
Go and check him out over there, people. Make sure you do. And also go and check out his YouTube channel. The links are in there as well. I know quite a number of you have gone and subbed to him. So please go and check him out. Lawrence, please say your goodbyes.
Goodbye, everybody. Thank you very much for having me, guys. But really, really enjoyed it. And hopefully I'll see you again soon.
You will do. You'll be definitely back on.
I'm going to subscribe, by the way.
Yes, go and subscribe, yeah. And go and check out the store as well.
Yeah.
All free. Do all free. I'll just do it.
No, all free. 100%. All free.
Oh, I apologise for my reviews beforehand.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much to everybody in chat. You do make this show, and thank you for every week that you keep supporting us. We keep getting big numbers. Thank you so much for watching this. If you're watching it on the replay as well, big love to you as well. The Spanners, you look after us so well. Thank you very much as well. We are back next week. I'm not sure if we've got the Flat Cap Vapor back next week. It all depends how his internet all goes. Big love to him. We've proper missed you, bro. And I hope everything goes with okay with your actual move. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's been another 3 Minute and a Vape show. Make sure you join us next week. Same bat channel, same bat time. We used to say that on 3 Men and a Vape show, and I'm keeping it. Sorry, on the Last of Summer Vapes. I'm keeping it. Also, he's back. GBV. Adam, Great British Vapes, he's back. Our other brother from another mother. Go and check him out. He's had a couple of reviews out there, so go and check him out. Good night, people. Look after yourself, and goodbye. Outro. Say more about being here, at least piss me off.
Hashtag flip-flop.
Flip-flops. I'll be nicking that next week.